Hey there everyone, so it is reunion week here on OneDoseDaily, so that means all of the original doses are back for this week for a blast from the past. So for those of you who may not remember me, my name is Michael and I used to do Movie Mondays here on OneDoseDaily. What I used to do was I used to talk about movie trailers, casting news, and mostly I reviewed movies, both old and new, and I would just talk about them and let you guys know what I thought about the movies. So this week, what I want to talk to you guys about is Inception. So Inception came out 2 weeks ago, but I just saw it last night. Inception is one of the biggest movies in theaters right now, and it is definitely one of the most talked about movies to come around in quite a while. Before the movie even came out, there were high expectations surrounding this movie for numerous reasons, and thankfully it did live up to most people's expectations. But for the past 2 weeks, everyone I talked to who saw the movie was calling it a masterpiece and the best movie ever, and it was so complex and mind-blowing and all of this stuff. And although I did really enjoy the movie and I thought it was great, I didn't think it was a masterpiece or anywhere near the greatest movie of all time. With saying that, there were a lot of things I liked about this movie. Mostly I loved both the women in this movie, Ellen Page and Marion Cotillard. I thought both did a fantastic job, especially Marion Cotillard. I always screw up her last name. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I thought she did a fantastic job. Every time she was on screen, I was just intrigued and I was pulled that much more into the story. And I think why I liked her character so much was because it brought such an emotional level to the movie, because everything else is just like the action and the inception and all that stuff, but then she brings the emotional storyline and backstory into it. So I think that's why I liked her character so much, but she was definitely my favorite part of the movie. Also, Joseph Gordon-Levitt was great. I really like him as an actor. I thought he was really funny and charming in 500 Days of Summer, so I was really happy to see him in this movie. And some of my favorite scenes were his fight scenes in the hallway with the no gravity and stuff, and those scenes were great, and those scenes did blow my mind. So that was really good, and I did appreciate that. Another thing I really enjoyed about the movie was how easy the storyline was to follow. I thought Christopher Nolan did a great job in explaining everything and explaining everything well enough for the audience to follow. So this is just a quick review. So I really enjoyed most of the movie. The only thing I guess that I didn't like about the movie is I don't know how I feel about the ending, how it was kind of left open with the two different possibilities, and I don't know. Usually I don't mind when movies leave things open or kind of leave that question at the end. Usually I don't mind it, but for some reason this movie I didn't like it. I didn't like when it ended the way it did. So there's my review of Inception. I thought it was a really good movie. I would definitely recommend seeing it in theaters. I would give it 3.5 stars out of 5. So after I left OneDoseDaily, I pretty much stopped making videos on YouTube. I just didn't have a passion for making videos anymore, and I really didn't care. But what I did find that I missed about YouTube and stuff was just talking about movies. I missed just being able to give my opinions on movie news and casting news and trailers and all that stuff. So what I did was I started a Tumblr account all about movies. It is filmtrailers.tumblr.com. I'll leave the link in the below box, I guess. And if you guys could check that out, I would really appreciate that. And if you guys liked me on Movie Mondays, and if you guys want to hear me talk about more movies and trailers and all that stuff, follow that Tumblr and you can keep up with me and keep up with everything that I'm talking about in the movie world. So that's it for this week. Thank you for everyone on OneDoseDaily now for letting us do this reunion week and for letting us come back. I think you guys are doing a great job on this channel. Keep up the great work, and thank you everyone for watching, and talk to you guys later, I guess. See you later.